also get a photo between the two fighters with the Minister, Martin Bakula. If Martin, you wanted to jump in as well and be part of the action here. And of course, as we said, mainevent.com.au is where you can book this fight. And of course, around the world, you'll see George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney live this Sunday from Marvel Stadium. Tomorrow, the weigh-in will be at 10 a.m. We'll see you live right then as well. Thank you, gentlemen. It has been quite intense during the course of the week, and it promised to be that way with all the belts on the line this Sunday at Marvel Stadium.
How you guys doing? The weigh-in is going to be starting in about 9 minutes or so. So what's going on? We got a nice solid hour here for you later on in the show. Big J is going to be tuning in, letting us know how his trip went yesterday to the press conference. He's going to be there at the fight tomorrow. I always tell you know, anyone who goes to fights for me for Fight V 360, I always say, like, listen, you know, the weigh-in is not really something that you can really get like real quality content from unless you want to interview people that are not the fighters, because for one, the fighters are hungry, they're irritable, you know, naturally, you know, they got to make weight, and they go direct, they weigh in and they get the hell out of there and they go back to the hotel room or to a restaurant and they just start scarfing down all these calories. Fucking pigs. Anyway, what's going on? How you guys doing? I don't even know where to begin. I almost cheated you guys, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch me some HBO shows, and I was going to just record and do like one of my old school weigh-in recap videos. But I said, you know what? I'm a live stream, you know? But I've been working on a lot of things behind the scenes. As you can see, the consistency on the channel has gone up. And basically, well, one thing for sure is you're always going to catch me here on the weekends. For example, tomorrow night, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming during the main event of Haney versus Kambosos, because I do want to watch Fulton versus Roman. But my gut is telling me to stream during the main event tomorrow. So likely I will. What's up, Hassan? Yeah, I watched the staircase. I'm on, what's that, episode 4? What's the one basically we had the retrial? I think that's the last episode, right? I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, I've seen the Netflix documentary like years ago. And yeah, I've seen Obi-Wan too. I've been doing a lot of things. Basically, I've been talking about it. I'm going into the podcast realm, and I gotta be honest, I've been building a podcast for like fucking 5 years now. And the issue I had, what took me so long, is I didn't want to just do a podcast to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna get on here and I'm just gonna just talk for an hour. No, I got something like I'm bringing the level of quality that I bring to my shows or my YouTube videos to the podcast forum. And I've been told multiple times for years now that if I had a podcast that I would shoot straight up to the top, you know, and why am I going to keep missing, you know, or pushing back that opportunity? And I've been listening to tons of podcasts because frankly, I don't listen to podcasts. I don't, you know, I don't listen to Spotify. I don't listen to podcasts. But lately, I'm going to say over the last 4 months or so, I've been listening to podcasts, basically to get like the format and see where I can do better than the competition. And let me tell you, from what I've learned from boxing podcasts, you know, unless they're doing interviews, they're not really educational. You see what I'm saying? You know, if I do a podcast, I'm going to make sure that I'm telling you, you know, the rankings, who can fight who can't fight who, promotional issues, That's pretty much where I'm going. And I see that there's a whole, oh, let me open up the weigh-in. The weigh-in's going to be starting in 5 minutes. We're going to be live streaming. So let me open it up right now before I forget. I'm here running my mouth. How you guys Friday doing? It is 7:55 p.m. on a beautiful Friday night here on outside of Philadelphia. I'm feeling pretty good. Legal fees are whooping my ass. But overall I'm feeling pretty good. So anyway, back to the podcast. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing one podcast a week to start. And that's pretty much going to be like I do my videos, except it's going to be audio, but it will be edited. And basically we're going to go over, podcast stuff. For example, if I was to do a Haney versus Kambosos podcast, Big J is at the event. He would be getting the audio interviews. I would be, putting them into the podcast. So I would say, this week we're going to talk about the recap of Haney Kambosos. Haney, it's supposed to be a 2-fight deal. If Haney wins, he has to fight Kambosos, and you pretty much know where I'm going. And as it stands right now, YouTube, how can I say? What I've learned is YouTube is not the same place that it used to be years ago. People want to see, hear news all day, every day. And me, I'm not at that point in time in my life to where I'm going to be up here doing videos every time a fighter takes a shit. You see what I'm saying? Breaking news, such and such tweeted that he's seen this and seen that. Don't get me wrong. It is profitable. But I'm not in that point in time in life where, how can I say it like this? I don't depend on YouTube income. In fact, I actually put a lot of money in boxing a month just to be able to cover the sport. And what I'm saying is that I can't say it's a hobby because I love doing it, but my approach to covering boxing on YouTube is not what it was years ago, where I depended on the income, but I'm never going to, put myself in the boxing like that anymore. But what I will do is I will do movie reviews. I will do documentary reviews. I'm at a tough place right now because I have 2 monetized channels. I have this channel and I have my other channel, TstreeT Uncut. But I'm wondering, if I should put content outside of boxing on this channel, and will that alienate the boxing audience? After all, the channel's called TstreeT Controversy. It's not TstreeT Controversy Boxing. But anyway, I just thought I'd share some things with you, before the weigh-in starts here. Also, you know what I missed out on? Inoue and Donaire had a press conference earlier today, but I missed it because I was at a graduation. So, I was playing cameraman. Every time, how you'll meet somebody and you'll tell them your job or what you do. They say, oh, what you do? I'm, father's rights advocate. I'm working on that. Mostly I'm retired, but I'm a YouTuber too in my spare time. And they say, oh, you're a YouTuber. Oh, okay. So you know how to do all the camera stuff, huh? So I ended up being a cameraman, and for like 3 school functions this week, and in hot ass auditoriums. So I had to come home and take a nap. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm going to be doing, my world news. Like I'm at that point now, like it's it. I've reached a point in time in my life where, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm kind of retired, So I'm not in a situation where I want to break my back. Yeah, I've watched everything Johnny Depp, and I got some videos coming. Like, trust me, he's on the docket. He's on the docket. But that's where I'm at right now. I want to cover what I want to cover, I love boxing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to break my neck covering boxing like I used to back in the day. I do cover MMA still. But I'm not going to be a guy, like if I'm laying on the couch, or if I'm out with a woman or something, I'm not going to rush home to cover no boxing event like I used to in the past. I'm sorry. I'm going to get the pussy. Excuse my language. Because for years, TstreeT would turn down sex to get home and to cover like boxing. I'm not doing that shit no more. But however, it's hard for me to not cover boxing on weekends. Like that shit, it really, like, for example, if I miss a fight on a Saturday, Like I gotta get up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to cover it, or I'm gonna feel bad. Like like it's gonna be fucking with me that whole Sunday. Anyway, this is the weigh-in live stream. Waiting for it to start. Let me see. Yeah, I just finished. We Own This City. I expected a little bit more, but it is a true story. That's all I pretty much do. I watch like I watch a lot of shows, but that's normally like, for example, I have a command center here, so I got 4 screens, and I have my iPad, and basically I'll have like a show on in the background, and I'll be just building stuff. That's all I do. Up here we are. That's what I do all day, every day, is I'm building shit. So my 2 projects currently are my father's advocacy group, fathersagainst.abuse.org. It's a nonprofit. And TstreeT Uncut. Ooh, the ladies. By the way, in Australian boxing events, they do human auctions. No bullshit. They don't want you to know it though, but they be auctioning off people. And they got weird musical numbers sometimes. You know? No, I'm more interested in like realistic, grounded shows. For example, I mean, The Staircase, We Own This City. Those are the last 2 shows I watched that I really binged out on. Let's turn this up, see what they're doing.
To see these 2 guys go through what they've been going through, especially George. And George has done it the hard way, taken the hard road to get where he's got. But he's facing somebody who, as far as I'm concerned, is the total package in boxing. Devin Haney's got all the skills, and for George to defeat Devin, he's got to really take it to him, and he's got to make Devin fight his fight. If he lets Devin jab away and do what Devin's great at and keeping his distance, it's going to be very, very difficult for George. So I'm hoping George can repeat what he done against Teofimo Lopez, put a lot of pressure on this kid and break him down.
Well, a massive boost for Devin Haney. Big news late yesterday with his father, Bill Haney, granted that last-minute visa to travel to Australia. He made a mad dash to the airport. He'll arrive a bit later on today. I mean, this is a massive turn of events. What will this do for Devin's frame of mind and his energy levels ahead of this fight?
Really important. While this was happening, I was thinking, what's going to happen when Devin's in that corner? He's looking for that voice. He's looking for that little bit of encouragement that his dad's given him throughout his whole career. That would have been missing, but it's there with him now, and it's a big bonus for Devin. I think that, you know, when you sit down in the corner, you know that person that you've entrusted your whole career and life to is in that corner. You're in a good position. So Devin, at the moment, has a huge bonus now, and he's in a great position.
What about George? I mean, such a cool, calm, charismatic, charming character, but how would he be feeling, do you think, away from the cameras, behind closed doors, on the eve of the biggest fight of his boxing career?
Well, he's doing a great job in front of
This is probably the best tea I've ever had in my life.
But look, I'm sure he's nervous. If he's not nervous, there's something wrong. If you're not
That's all I drink now is tea.
what might happen, and I don't think you're prepared properly. So hopefully George is nervous and he's prepared properly, which I'm sure he has.
Practice
He
bad
always
boy
says
open.
he's left no stone unturned. So I'm looking forward to seeing the best of George Kambosos.
Take us inside the mind of these 2 fighters. How would they be feeling moments before this official weigh-in?
Yeah, definitely they're nervous. This is the day. Usually you weigh in, Megan, and everything else is rosy, because once you've made weight and you go out and eat and you drink and you rehydrate, you feel really good again. So look, I'm sure they're nervous now. They're both going to go on the scales. They'll have their last stare off, and then eat and drink and relax and just get your mind on the job.
If all goes to plan for George Kambosos Jr. tomorrow, what will life look like for him? Give us a sense of the magnitude of this fight.
It's massive. I mean, whether he wins or...
So yeah, this is the live weigh-in. It's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on regular ESPN here in the States. The weigh-in is starting now. This is the weigh-in, Graham. Jesus Christ, wake up. And it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern over on Main Event pay-per-view. It's pay-per-view over there. It's $60. I'm going to open up that link right now. Notable undercard fights. You're going to have Jason Moloney. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Let's see which one is this. Boom. Look at this. I run a studio style shit from my home. It took me a while to build all this. I had to rebuild my PC. But anyway, moving on. You have Jason Moloney taking on Aston Palicte. That is going to be an eliminator to face a Thai fighter. This guy right here. Let me just go here. My beautiful rankings, 5U360. Where we at? 120, 18. So basically the winner of Moloney versus where you at, Palicte? You're around here somewhere. There he is. The winner of Moloney versus Palicte is going to have to fight this dude. And then the winner of that is going to be the mandatory for Donaire versus Inoue, which is taking place this Tuesday at 5:30 a.m. Eastern. 5:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus this Tuesday. Let's go to the weigh-in. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. We'll talk after. Thanks for the super chat, Marlon. What's up, TstreeT? Appreciate all the great content. Thanks, bro. Let's turn it up.
Being here this morning for the official weigh-in and to make the first of the introductions, would you please welcome our own ring announcer tomorrow, Mr. Lieutenant Dan Hennessy.
Oh, thank you, Warren. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off this weigh-in with our swing bout number 2. It will be 6 to 8 3-minute rounds of professional heavyweight boxing. It is presented by Crypto Spend. Fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow, this is Christian Soy.
Nobody's harder than me. I'm a breaker of
Oh
chains.
no.
I'm living
Oh no.
just what I say.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That music. Oh no. That's when the Japanese usually have their fights, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The fight's taking place in Japan. So basically, they're going to go through the whole entire undercard here. Now, a lot of these fights are not going to be televised here on ESPN Plus. These are the bottom of the barrel fights right here. No disrespect to the fighters, but you don't really give a fuck about these fights. By the way, this guy, I thought he was Ngannou. I thought he was Francis Ngannou. You know, I never understood like why boxers who have to weigh in, they just come in like, you know, you can tell like they be like low down, you know, because they come in like straight off the street and get on the scale. Look, like you would think that, you know, you weighing in, you're gonna wear something loose like some sweatpants or whatever you call them, some joggers or something. You know, my man got a whole belt on. But yeah, you know, you really don't give a fuck about these fights. Let's be honest. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna jerk you around. These fights don't really, you know. I'm gonna tell you what fights are meaningful. You know, and unfortunately, this one is not it. This one is not one of those fights. So what's going on, man? What you guys want to talk about? Spence Crawford. Supposed to be happening in October, according to Coppinger over on ESPN. I'm not going to that shit. You think I want to be around all the motherfuckers? All the motherfuckers that were shitting on Bud all these years. The fight ain't going to happen. He need to take short money, all that. I don't want to be around the motherfuckers. No way. You think I want to be around the fucking boxing egos and the blue bloods and God knows who else going to be there? Nope. Nope. I'm going to be my ass here. If they have a press tour, though, I will go to that. Let's say, for example, if they do a press conference in LA and New York, I'll do that. You know, but nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So yeah, we don't really give a crap. You know what I mean? Look, he's got his trunks on for tomorrow night in a Scully. You know? They talking about it's cold over there. What's the temperature over there in Melbourne? Melbourne. There you go. You can't say Melbourne. They don't like that shit. You gotta say Melbourne. What's the temperature like over there? You know, they're talking about it's freezing. They're like, it's 60 degrees over there, and they're like, it's freezing. They wearing coats and shit. You know? Why not? Good time to go ask questions. What the fuck? Go ask questions? No, you go ask questions. No, ill. No. Get out of here. I'm not doing that shit. Trust me, I paid my dues. We got 40 credentials under our belt. You know, I'm going to do an official count sometime this weekend, but I believe this is the 40th fight that we have, you know, have been approved for media. But yeah, nope, I paid my dues. We've covered, I'm talking about, but we had somebody there, either myself. The biggest fights we've covered were Mayweather McGregor, Mayweather Pacquiao.
How dare you?
Joshua Ruiz 1 and 2. I was at the first one. What up, Jason? I owe you THT, TstreeT. Hell, I've been watching you for years and never sent nothing. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the $5. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to get for dinner. I want some turkey wings. I've been on a diet. I kind of fucked my diet up 2 days ago. I had a hoagie or a sub, you know, whatever you call it, wherever you're from. Yeah, but once again, these are the underling fights. When we get to the good fights, I'm going to turn up the volume. But really, you don't give a fuck about these fights. I'm telling you right now. This is live, by the way. But once they get to the main card fighters, these are basically prelim fighters. Once we get to the main card fighters, I'm going to turn the volume up. So what was I saying? What was I talking about? I could have sworn I was talking about something important. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to motherfucking Spence Crawford. I'm not even going to try to. No way. No way. My ass is going to be here. You know, I may try to send somebody to the fight. Nope. You know, I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I believe my trial is going to be in October. I'm suing the city of Philadelphia. I've been talking about it for years. So shit has finally hit the fan. So I actually have like court dates and shit. So, you know, busy as fuck. Jesus. Oh, Spence Crawford. Honestly? Oh, here we are. They got my man Andrew.
Native, now based out of the North Coast, New South Wales town of Kingscliff. Andrew comes into this with a 23-win, 2-loss record, 15 wins.
Big J interviewed him a few weeks ago. It's on the channel. Remember, this is the one that lost to Franco. Yeah, we got a lot of good fights. I got some videos coming tomorrow morning early on Benavidez and Garcia and Spence Crawford. And what was the other one?
9-5. 116.95.
David Benavidez,
right on
David
the
Morrell.
For Andrew Moloney.
David Benavidez, David Morrell is my 3 videos tomorrow.
Alexander, if you could join us at the front of the stage for a face-off, please.
I will head to the Danny Garcia gym. I have a good reputation with the Danny Garcia gym in Philly, so he has a media day for all of his fights. I definitely will head to that. You know, me and Angel Garcia was supposed to go out for some crab legs like years ago. Never happened. He said, yeah, you know, we can go out. What did he call me? He called me, what did he call me? I think he called me Smoke. You know, he'd be like, yeah, Smoke. We can go out. No, what did he call me? Get away from there. What are you doing? I'm yelling at my dog. My bad. Go sit down. You motherfucker, you. My bad. He likes, when I'm streaming, dogs be smart. Like when I'm streaming or like doing a video, he like to go around and start fucking with stuff. Bro, you want to go? Cage. That means the kennel. Shit, I'm gonna lock his ass in there and keep fucking around. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I was saying before the Ugas fight, I had to go. Oh, here's the main card. Lucas Browne.
The highly impressive Junior Far for the 2 belts that Dan mentioned, the IBF International.
Now this is a meaningful fight. I like this fight. Somebody gonna get knocked the fuck out, and it's likely gonna be this guy right here, Lucas Browne, former WBA world champion. Lost his belt. The underling belt he had, lost his belt via PEDs. He was knocked out on HBO by Dylan White. Then knocked out about a year or so ago by a footballer, Paul Gallen. Nice guy, into the sisters, you know, but I don't rate him really high.
Pounds, .02 for Lucas Big Daddy Browne. 261.02.
And his opponent, who'll be fighting out of the red corner tomorrow. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. This is Junior Fa.
The former world title challenger from Otahuhu in New Zealand. A 19-1 record. 10 victories by way of knockouts. Once, of course, fought Joseph Parker for the heavyweight championship.
My bad, I'm taking a little vape break. He fought Joseph Parker in his last fight. Junior 5 for Joseph Parker. What was that, about a year or so ago? Did better than a lot of people, I'm guessing, expected for him to do. Pretty much, this is a quality fight here. If you want to see a nice little heavyweight scrap.
0.30 pounds, 268.30 for Junior Far.
What's going on with Sean?
At the front of the stage, Lucas, as well, for a face-off, please. Either side, mate. Thank you.
And I believe this is also going to be for a ranking in the WBA. That's what that bullshit belt is right there.
There might be smiles today, but not tomorrow once they enter the ring in front of 50,000 plus.
No, Lucas Browne was a world champion before, bros. He had beat Ruslan Chagayev and what was considered an upset at the time. I covered that fight years ago, that post-fight's on the channel. Then he failed the drug test. The WBA went to go give the belt back to Ruslan Chagayev, and he was like, nah, man, fuck off. I'm retired.
Scheduled for 10 rounds. We'll see if it goes the distance. There might be some debate about that.
Dry herb or flower or weed, whatever they call it. That was one of the best decisions I probably made in my life. I can't smoke anymore. I got baby lungs.
A professional championship bantamweight boxing action. It is for the vacant WBO international bantamweight title and the WBC silver bantamweight title. It is presented by the TAB. Fighting out of the blue.
Oh, this is the
Aston,
Palicte. This is the main undercard fight. The winner is going to get the winner is going to have to fight again against a Thai fighter. And then there'll be the mandatory for the winner of Inoue versus Donaire, which is going to be this Tuesday on ESPN Plus. I like this fight. Palicte ain't no joke. Real for real. This fight. Palicte ain't no joke.
£117.06 for Aston Palicte from the Philippines. 117.06.
And fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, Lucas Browne carries himself like a black man, believe it or not. He got this thick sister at home. No bullshit. He listened to like Tupac and everything.
Right here in Melbourne, you'll see them live on mainevent.com.au. At Marvel Stadium from Kingscliff, New South Wales, Australia. Jason Moloney, 23 wins, 2 losses, 18 wins by knockouts. 117.61 pounds for Jason Moloney. 117.6.
So this is the hard cracking Moloney right here. I hate to say that he's the good one, but put it this way, he's the tougher one, if that makes sense. Like, dude can fight.
The belt's on the line tomorrow at Marvel Stadium.
Yeah, Lucas definitely a wigger, if you know what that means. I'm not saying that disrespectfully, but he's, you know, he carry himself like he black. No bullshit. So you would think by like the tattoos that, you know, you would think, as the guy said, you know, like a Nazi, but nope, it's totally the opposite. Cool dude, had a couple chats with him. Years ago, though, years ago.
That is Jason Moloney versus Aston Palicte. We have 4 fights down this morning here at our official weigh-in for tomorrow's massive card between George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney. And they are the 2 gentlemen will be weighing in next.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that music is, but it seems as though it's non-copyrighted, so I let it play through. I'm not sure how many fights are going to be after the main event. That's a good question. The running order is going to come out later on, I guess, in the email, but the main event is coming up next.